Before I get into all of the weather aspects of this briefing, I'd just like to apologize for a little bit of a lower quality briefing. I'm actually currently away from home, so don't have access to everything, but I still want to hop in and cover a couple things, because here not we have two moderate risks. Both have 15% hatched risks for tornadoes, meaning that we could see quite a few strong tornadoes tomorrow, and 15% quite high. So one risk is in the Midwest, not something we see a ton, but Illinois, Iowa, and parts of Missouri, and the Missouri Boot Hill again is in another risk, including Arkansas and Tennessee. So wind is another driving factor up north, but not down south, as we have a 45% hatched risk for strong damaging winds up north. I'll show you the radar progression, but we think that we could see quite the significant damaging wind event. Hail, this was just added on the 1730 UTC Day 2 Outlook, but a 30% hatched risk for hail, which means we could be seeing some very large hail. But once again, we believe wind and tornadoes, especially down south, will be our main concerns. So let's start up here. This is the 12Z HRRR run. So we'll watch the progression, and we'll have some morning convection move through the area. But around 18Z, we start to see some storms pop up, but those will move into Wisconsin, and around 21Z, so I believe that is 4 o'clock Central Time, we start to see quite a few storms pop up. Now, the big question about these storms is, are we going to see semi-discrete or discrete supercells ahead of the line? And that is something we're still not completely sure about, but we believe we might see a few. And these will progress into northern Illinois and southern Wisconsin and produce what we believe is going to be a big, significant damaging wind event, which is the reason for that 45% hatched risk for wind. We believe we could be seeing quite the damaging wind event, and even if we don't see prefrontal supercells, it's a pretty decent environment for tornadoes. So we believe we could see quite a few spin-up QLCS tornadoes. So damaging winds and tornadoes and some large hail will be our concerns up north. So all factors in play with the northern risk, but we shall see. The case, it's not the same down south. We'll head here, and the main risk at play is tornadoes. We believe that down here in the lower Ohio Valley, so not exactly Ohio Valley, but Arkansas, Missouri Boot Hill, and Tennessee, we could be seeing some strong or significant long track tornadoes given the fast storm motion. So again, some morning convection will move through, but nothing too crazy, no real storms until about 1920Z, somewhere around that time frame, where we are going to see some convection, and this is going to be a line of supercells, and we could see some prefrontal supercells as well, which will bring really the long track tornado threat. But this will also, because you can see there's line breaks, there are breaks in the line all throughout, so we could definitely be seeing embedded tornadoes within. Some could be strong and long tracked. So tomorrow looks to be a very, very dangerous day with a lot of nasty weather. Memphis, Cedar Rapids, Davenport, Iowa City, and Jonesboro, quite widespread, you guys are all under the moderate risk. And Chicago, Nashville, St. Louis, Madison, and Des Moines are all under the enhanced risk. So widespread severe weather outbreak is looking possible tomorrow, or even likely, with again strong long track tornadoes, especially down south, and widespread significant damaging winds. So that we could be seeing gusts over 75 miles an hour. And large hail is in play, but again, not our main concern. So if you're in these areas, especially the moderate and enhanced risks, which is a lot of the Midwest and some, yeah, just a lot of the Midwest, and even some down into Dixie Alley. Um, you need to be weather aware tomorrow, as we could be seeing quite the significant outbreak in play. So you guys really need to stay weather aware and be ready to activate your weather safety plan. But that is not our only concern. If we head to the day 6 outlook, we actually have a 30% risk for severe storms next week. So this includes Little Rock, Springfield, Fort Smith, Fayetteville, Springfield, kind of, North Little Rock, Jonesboro. All of you guys are under a 30% risk and a broad 15% risk, including Chicago, Indianapolis, Memphis, Nashville, and Kansas City. So all of you guys are under a slight risk, or a 15% contour. We could be seeing, again, widespread significant severe weather with all hazards in play. So another very concerning setup with, I believe, all hazards possible, including strong tornadoes. So there's still a lot of unknowns. It's 6 days out, so we'll have more updates as this gets closer. But again, you should just don't be too concerned about it yet. But you should definitely be watching for updates. But again, day 2 outlook tomorrow. 2 different areas of moderate risks. So if you're in any of these areas, please have a safety plan ready. And that's all I have for today. Just a quick briefing. I will not be going live tomorrow, unfortunately. I am away from home and don't have access to everything I usually stream with. So that will be it for today. So thank you for watching and stay safe.